Ben, you are live in D.C. We're Grant and Danny. Thank you for the time. How's it going?
It's going good. I appreciate you guys for having me on.
Fired
Pleasure,
up, man.
buddy.
We are pumped to talk with you. We desperately wanted them to add some weapons to this offense, specifically after taking Jayden Daniels, and you fit the bill. So let's kind of go back in time a little bit. You win the Loman Trophy as the best fullback in the country. You played a lot of fullback, but they view you as a playmaking tight end. I think he gets slept on. 4 catches, 40-plus yards. So give us an idea of kind of how you view yourself moving forward offensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, through the process, I've kind of heard a little bit of everything, how people view me, but I think how the front office and the coaches view me with the Commanders is perfect. I mean, I just think I'm a playmaking tight end, but have the ability to be an H or to get in the backfield and be a fullback. So I think the versatility brings a lot of value to what this organization is going to do. So I'm super excited for that.
What does it mean to you to have Adam Peters, who knows these guys real well, go, you know what you remind me of? Kyle Juszczyk and what am I blanking on his name? The amazing tight end, George Kittle. What does that do for your ego? Like you couldn't tell me anything for a little while if somebody told me that.
No, it's crazy to even be in conversation or have anyone even think to compare you to guys of that caliber. I mean, it means everything. So hearing that and hearing the trust that he has for me, it's super inspiring and it gives me a lot of confidence going forward.
Our guest, the newest tight end for the Washington Commanders, Ben Sinnott on Grant and Danny. Will you say? I want to hear you say your last name, by the way.
Yeah, Sinnott.
It is Sinnott because Stevie DMV is telling me it's Sinnott. Should I tell him he's wrong or you're wrong?
I think you should tell him he's wrong.
Okay.
So
I get a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But you have a preference and you might know your last name. So tell everyone how they want it said.
Sinnott. Ben Sinnott.
All right. I'm going to go with you and not Stevie DMV. With all due respect to him. I'll get back to the interview now. So Adam Peters, the Commanders, the relationship with them throughout the process leading up to hearing your name called, did they separate themselves? I heard you say somewhere you were kind of hoping for Washington. Why? And take me through that rapport.
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is just seeing the new staff come on. Obviously, Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, Coach Kingsbury. I created a great relationship with Coach Rye. So it's like I felt very comfortable and confident in the people who were leading the team and the organization. And it's just a bunch of like-minded people who want to win and want the best out of their players and organization. So, I mean, just the fit and the people and how I kind of gel with them through my conversations and over this pre-draft period has been awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it.
What's your favorite thing to do on a football field? Because you do so many different things. What's like your one seat where you go back and you get to watch the film the Monday after the game or whatever, where you're pumping your fist the hardest?
Yeah, I mean, I think just hitting somebody, just put somebody in the dirt, I think is the biggest one. Like, you think about it when you're going to sleep after the game. You're like, oh, I can't wait to watch it on film. And coach probably isn't going to put it in the cut up just because he knows you're going to watch it so bad. So definitely just put some in the dirt.
49 grabs, 676 yards, 6 touchdowns. You were PFF's highest graded tight end, fullback, whatever you want to call the college role, last season in the red zone. Speak to me about your abilities down near the goal line and why you had so much success.
Yeah, I think I'm obviously like tight end in the red zone. You got to be a big athletic target. You got to be able to create mismatches with the smaller DBs, and I think I had such good chemistry with my quarterback and my offense coordinator put me in positions to make plays. And when that opportunity comes, I just took advantage of them and was a good athlete and created those mismatches. So I think it was just taking advantage of the opportunities and building that trust with the quarterback and the offense coordinator. I just took advantage and just tried to make plays when it really counts in that red zone.
I feel like you're twitchier and more athletic maybe than people think when they hear Loman or they hear fullback. You lead all tight ends in the broad jump, vertical jump, 3-cone. Is Is there a little sleeping on that part of your game, do you think?
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, I love it. I want the more people have to say, the better. The more fuel, and more motivation that I have. So it's definitely something I wanted to show at the combine, and felt like I did a really good job of just showing what kind of athlete I was, how twitchy I was. So I'm just pumped to be able to do it at the highest stage and show everybody in the country what kind of player I am.
Washington Zoo tight end Ben Sinnott with us here. All Grant and Danny. What do you do best right now, Ben? And what's something that you say, you know what, I probably need to clean that up or get better at that here as I head into the NFL?
Yeah, I think something I do really well is just I play with a lot of toughness, a lot of grit. I'm not afraid to stick my head in there, make a block, hit a guy. But I mean, I just think continuing to create more consistency with like your fundamentals, separation at the top of your routes is something that I've kind of been trying to improve at. So just especially during this post or the pre-draft process, I felt like I've even improved. So I think I have a lot of room to grow and feel like I'm still very raw and that my best football is still ahead.
Let's fast forward to getting to Ashburn, getting to know some of your teammates. What do you expect to be one of the toughest parts of this transition? And who are you leaning on? Like who in the league already? What people are going to help you make sure that as you do this for the first time, that it doesn't get too big for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think especially getting in, fast forwarding to when I'm there, just leaning on guys that are in my position room. Zach Ertz reached out right away, said he's excited to get to work. And it's just like even having those veteran guys already reaching out and wanting to help. So definitely going to pick those brains of all the guys in my tight end room, all the veterans who've been there, done that, know how the league works, know what it takes to be successful. So I'm really looking forward to just seeing what my teammates have to say. But I mean, the hardest part is just going to be adjusting. Like kind of we said, I'm from Iowa, never been to the DC area. So just got to really get my bearings and learn how the NFL works and how it operates, and just pick the brains of my veteran teammates and do exactly what they do.
Who are some of the guys you looked up to? Maybe playing fullback spot, tight end spot, guys that you admired as players that maybe you had in your game after a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, definitely Zach. But my favorite player of all time is Gronk. You see guys like Kittle, guys like Juice. I think one guy that I enjoyed watching from last year's film was Sam Laporta. I think he helped me a lot through the draft process, being a similar build, giving me that confidence that you can really do it at the next level. So
When you
I
say
think
he helped you, like personally or just watching him and studying him?
No, yeah, just watching him, studying him, and just seeing what he did with his body and how the Lions used him, that kind of way.
Have you ever talked to Jayden Daniels? Obviously, I'm sure you watched him like the rest of us. Your thoughts on playing with him?
Yeah, I feel great. I threw with him a little bit out in California. We threw together a couple times before the combine, before just the Senior Bowl and stuff. So we've had some time on task. So I'm really looking forward to just pursuing that relationship and continuing to grow and build that chemistry.
If you weren't a football player, what would you be doing?
Man, I don't know. I'm probably working for my family business. My dad owns a family business out here in Iowa. So I'd probably be bundling up to an office job, working for the insurance company.
You played a lot of hockey growing up. I saw a video of you laying somebody out.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got your elbow up around the head on that
Were
video.
they chirping a little bit, Ben?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You might have had to throw down after that hit.
Well, yeah, no, he regretted saying anything after that. But surprisingly enough, I didn't get a penalty on that hit.
No
and
way.
I don't know how, but I'm in full support of that decision. I thought it was a clean hit.
Yeah, that hit was immensely illegal, just extremely. But that was circulating. I'm like, this dude, sign me up.
Yeah.
I'd rather him be on my team. Do you watch the NHL? Are you a big hockey fan or no?
I don't watch it a ton anymore, but I mean, growing up, I started when I was 3, played until I was 18, so played 15 years. So I've just always been in love with the sport, and I've always been interested in it and watching players, and I mean, it's just a tough sport, man. Like, what's not to love about it? You can legally drop your gloves and start beating the crap out of each other mid-game, you know?
You'll get to love it again when you get here, because I'll tell you, Caps games are an absolute blast. We'll get you over the Capital One Arena and make sure you get the
100%.
good seats. Are you a center or wing? What would you play?
I was a winger.
Okay.
So I was like 5'6", 130 my freshman year of high school. So I was never like a huge kid. And
Not
then,
in that video, you weren't,
No,
were you?
you were two of you in that
no,
video.
that was later. That was later in my
Okay.
career.
Yeah.
But I grew a little bit, and just stuck with the left wing my whole career.
On the checking line, I would wager.
Yeah.
Ben, cheat meal. You don't have to weigh in for a while. Nobody's judging you. You sit down. You can get whatever you want, as much of it as you want. What are you eating?
Man, so I was training out in California. So I would probably for sure get In-N-Out, get a few doubles, definitely a shake, like a chocolate shake,
Mm-hmm.
thing of fries.
You an animal style guy, or are you just going straight up?
I'm a regular guy.
Mhm,
I'm not an animal style guy. That's crazy.
Do you have any pets?
Do I have any pets?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I never had a pet growing up.
You've never had a dog?
No, well, I had one when I was super young, and it started like biting at my sister, so we had to put it down. But I mean, I love dogs. I begged my parents my whole life to get a dog, and we were just too busy.
I think it might be time. Might be go time.
You can do that now. You're a pro.
What is your ideal? Let's go ideal weekend for you. You and the girlfriend are hanging out, no football, whatever it is. What's your ideal weekend?
Yeah, that's a good question. Definitely got to get a round of golf in. Depending on where we're at, not in the Midwest, but get a round of golf, get a beach day. Just eat great food, go to a cool restaurant, go to a nice dinner, and just finish it off with maybe a sweet treat or something, like some ice cream, or top the night off, or watch a movie, just something chill.
Morning person or night owl?
Oh, I would say I don't love to wake up in the morning, but I don't stay up too late. I would probably say morning person, for the most part.
So I want you to picture it. You know, you've seen those viral videos that have happened so many different times, where everyone's gathered around a guy that's lifting weights and he's doing something ridiculous. He does it, and then everyone goes crazy, right?
Yeah.
You're in the middle. What exercise are you picking, and how much are you putting up?
Yeah. I would say my best two are squat or clean. I cleaned like 350, 360 in college. I would say, I love clean, just being able to be an explosive athlete and put on a ton of weight. I think that would be the one.
Well, Ben, we are fired up that you are in DC. Cannot wait to see you.
We're pumped,
breaking
buddy.
tackles and making moves on the second level. Thank you for the time.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate you guys for having me. I can't wait.
You got it.
See you,
There's
dude.
Ben Sinnott.